What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So yesterday I was absolutely too tired to do my review, but I went out to go watch the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. So this movie was basically a vampire movie. So the movie, I guess the premise is there's a pair of twins and they are known gangsters, like very dangerous men known in their town. Everyone's afraid of them. They apparently are one of those gangsters that you just don't mess with. They look out for families and people and things like that. So they have two kind of different personalities. One of them seems to be a hothead. The other one is a little more level-headed. They also have a cousin who is a preacher's son. And they basically go out and start recruiting. And you know, the premise of this is them wanting to build something for their community. And then, you know, they go through some things, they meet up with some people and things like that. And along the way, they end up getting together, and a deal that they make with someone ends up being something that they didn't expect. So I will leave it at that. But if you saw the trailer, you saw the craziness that happens. They end up getting infected somehow. There's a backstory to why they ended up there in the first place. But I gotta say, okay, so yes, Michael B. Jordan does play two people. So he is playing twins. There was a point in this movie in the beginning where they were kind of leaning against the car and they were smoking, and I kind of noticed, you can tell it wasn't a seamless thing when they were passing the cigarette back and forth. It almost like they held their hand there a little too long, I guess, for the other to take it. It was like a weird transition, very weird. It stood out to me. I don't know if anyone has seen it yet and if you've noticed it as well, but you know, when they do things like this, when people are playing more than one person, it's pretty seamless depending on who it is. In this case, like, it wasn't seamless. Like, it was very much noticeable to me that it wasn't a seamless transition. But anyway, overall, I think Michael B. Jordan did a really, really good job playing both roles, playing twins, you know, playing some hard gangsters from back in the 1930s. Although the movie to me was all right. It wasn't like, oh shoot, you guys have to go watch this. Like, nah. Like, it's one of those movies I could have watched at home. It wasn't bad, but it did have its moments. It had a few funny moments. There were a few familiar faces in this movie, which did make me laugh. I don't remember their names, but there were a few moments. This movie was all right. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't a bad movie. It was just like, it was all right. It was a good time. Michael B. Jordan, I think he did a really, really good job. He looked really great in the role. You know, there was also a few, it wasn't a musical, but there was musical numbers, but it wasn't, I don't know, it was a bit cultish, which I'm like, I don't know, like, I didn't expect, I didn't know. But everyone who played a role played their role pretty well, you know, from love interests to past love interests to you know, friends and family along the way. And it was very interesting to see him play both roles, because I know something like that can't possibly be that easy, you know, and I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of time for you to actually get it right to where it doesn't look like it's one person. But like, I can't say anything horrible about the movie other than that, and that's not a horrible thing, but it was something that stood out. Like, I can tell, like, there was a transition going on there. Like, it stood out to me. Other than that, though, I just feel like Michael B. Jordan seems to, and me and Tyrone were talking about this, it's almost like um, he looks better than he acts, kind of a thing. And this is like no shade, but you know, like there's sometimes where I feel like he does great. Like I loved him in Creed. I think he did a phenomenal job in Creed. But I do also feel like in um, you know, when he was playing the role in Black Panther, I think that was a bit over the top in my to me, in my opinion. Like he was doing too much. Like he was, you know, just extra, you know. But here, I think it was a good balance, especially with him playing twins. And um, I don't know, like I feel like that's all I can say about it because I don't want to give too much away. At one point, I kind of felt myself kind of getting a little bored because it took a little bit to actually get to the meat and potatoes of what this movie was. And when it did, it was just like pure chaos. But it was kind of interesting to see how everything ended. Um, there isn't a post-credit scene, but there is a scene after it starts to end, and I don't think that's a post-credit scene, but it kind of surprised the hell out of me and Tyrone. We were both like, "What the hell? Like how?" And then they explain how that happened. But other than that, I mean, it was a cool movie. It was all right. I mean, out of 5 toodles, I give it 2.5, right in the middle. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just a good average movie. But as always, I always tell you guys, don't take my word for it. Go and watch it for yourself. Come back here and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like Michael B. Jordan as an actor? How do you feel about the roles that he's played? If you do go watch this, let me know what you guys think of how he did with this movie playing twins. All right, so leave all your comments down below. And as always, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!